Rave, issue 1. Is Kirby Smart the right man for the job in Athens? The answer to that question is yes. He will be able to bring the fan base together. They are fractured right now. Some are still upset that Mark Richt got fired, but when they see a University of Georgia grad and former player up there at the podium next week in his press conference, they will be relieved. There will be some energy. There will be some excitement. And plus, Tucker, Mark Richt's gone, so the debate is over whether or not he should stay or not. He's now in Miami. But this, while the safe choice, the smart choice, pun intended.
That's the popular pick. I know you're going to not like what I have to say here, but I think it's a gamble to go with Kirby Smart. No head coaching experience at all. Yes, he's been under Saban for a decade. You can look at that and say, well, he knows what he's doing. But, and again, I know you're not going to like this, but I think Dan Mullen was the best choice for the job. Hear me out. SEC head coaching experience. What, 54-35 at Mississippi State? You can say, well, he couldn't beat Saban.
Yeah.
He couldn't beat Auburn. He couldn't beat. He's at Mississippi State.
That's right,
Bill.
Yeah.
You know, he's
stay there.
His quarterback history: Alex Smith, Cam Newton, Dak Prescott. List goes on with big quarterbacks. I think the safer pick would have been Mullen, but we'll see. Smart may be the right pick in the end.
He's awful. He needs to stay in Mississippi. That would have been awful to hire Dan
Based on
Mullen.
what, though?
Based on the fact that he runs a crappy offense that wouldn't have worked with Jacob Eason, who is the quarterback they have to have next year. That would not work with Jacob Eason, and if Dan Mullen had come, Jacob Eason would definitely have gone somewhere else. All right, issue 2, the SEC championship game, Alabama and Florida. Is this even a discussion?
No.
Alabama all the way. Florida has no chance, right?
No, Bama will cover the spread easily in this game. Florida looks just like the Florida team we knew really existed against Florida State. That was embarrassing for Florida.
Yeah, it was.
And that was a tune-up for this weekend.
And you know what? This will be a good tune-up for Alabama to play a defense like Florida for when they get in the Final Four. Because Florida does have a good defense, but they won't win this game whatsoever. And Georgia fans watch Alabama's defense. That's a sign of things to come. All right, ACC championship game. Clemson and North Carolina. What do you think, Tuck?
I'm going upset. Clemson is good. They're undefeated right now, but they haven't seen a team, I don't think, like North Carolina. North Carolina should be in Clemson's shoes if they hadn't thrown, 4 interceptions in the end zone against South Carolina.
Right.
And Gene Chizik's defense is not
now we know why you're picking them. Now we know. Well, I'm not going to be surprised if North Carolina wins, but I think Clemson will win. They're a solid team, offense and defense, and I think they've come too far for this. But again, I'm not going to be shocked because North Carolina is very, very good. Fedora is a very good coach as well. All right, finally, the Falcons and the Bucks on Sunday. Do we even want to watch this game? Really?
Famous Jameis.
Yeah, Jameis Winston had a good game against Atlanta the first time. Now they go to Tampa Bay. This is their do or die for Atlanta. I don't think they're going to win.
You don't? Well, I think the Falcons will win. We've picked them to win, I think, every week by a field goal, and they end up blowing it.
Yeah.
I say Falcons by a field goal.
All right, Tucker will be in Augusta on Friday for Stratford and Aquinas. We hope you'll join us for the End Zone Friday night. We'll see you then.